Yo guys, what's going on? It's D Fantasy here, back with another video, and today I'm with my homie James. James, say what's up, buddy.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me.
So, what we're gonna do today is actually we're gonna do a Banlist prediction video, and yeah, we're just gonna go from there. If you guys do enjoy these videos, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Leave your suggestions down. Leave your suggestions or anything that I may have missed in the comment section down below, and you have anything to say before we start, James? Or
no, we're good. Let's get to it.
All right. So I guess let's start with the elephant in the room, calamities. Calamities definitely needs to get hit because although it wasn't too much of a problem before, the fact that it's like cards are more generic now to make it easily accessible for multiple variety of decks. It's being used a lot more now. So, and it's basically like a floodgate deck, kind of like Azathoth, where it doesn't let you play.
Yeah, I mean, although I would argue it's actually been a problem for quite a while. It's just now, Virtual World is tier 1 and you see it more often, but it's definitely been a problem card for a while and should have been banned a while back, but perhaps Konami just didn't because they knew Virtual World was coming. And hopefully now they can actually finally hit it, but like it survived so far up until now, I don't think it would surprise people if it dodges the list again. Even though I agree, this is the only card, honestly, this ban list, if VFD just gets banned and that was it, I would still be happy. I think that card just has to go, and that's the only like true ban-worthy card right now.
All right, that's it for the ban section. All right, limited. We're gonna start off with Ben 10. So my reason for putting Ben 10 on the limited list is it isn't once per turn, so that's already crazy as it is. Next is you can if you hit it once with like a DD Crow or whatever, they're gonna have to find another way around it. And actually, I was actually on Road to the King or whatever. There's a website with like OCG metagame. People are actually teching in B Buster Drake as a lock to protect their Vanity's Ruler, and the only way they can do that is by using multiple Ben 10s. So, and not to mention the fact that they're getting the Xyz monster. So if Ben 10 doesn't get hit, at least to 1, making it a little bit easier to get rid of, then the deck's gonna, in my opinion, it's gonna be definitely tier 0.
I mean, I don't know about tier 0, but it's definitely, definitely going to be very strong. Like, the new Xyz is definitely really good, and I do think they'll probably hit Ben 10 to 1. I know some people want it banned, and I mean, who knows, maybe that's fair too. But Drytron's been falling off a little lately. A lot of people have been side decking against, like, Droll and Ali just a cycle reader, so... Yeah, I mean, I think Ben 10 should go to 1, and that should be enough for now.
Just to touch base on like saying Drytron's been falling off, it has actually just it does lose pretty hard to, like you said, Droll and Cycle Reader. So I feel like that's the reason why Konami might not ban Ben 10, but instead just like we said, put it to 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, I'm putting I put Fossil Dig to 1. I was gonna put Oviraptor to 1, but I think Fossil Dig would be a little bit more like it would still be a decent hit to it, but like it'd still lower the consistency of it, but like not impact the deck majorly to the point where it's even worse than it is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I know people are, if Drytron and Virtual World both get it, people are thinking, Dino would come back to tier 1 and we have to hit Dino again. And I think that's fair, but I'm not sure. Like, we have always been talking about some kind of hit to Dino for a while now, and they never did it, and then it always just kind of comes and goes. So who knows? I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, it's a very weird one. It's in a very odd position right now, I think. But yeah, that's Fossil Dig. Next, I think definitely, I think Colossus could come back to 1.
You think so? I don't know.
Yeah, Colossus. Yeah.
I mean, I know some people are definitely saying it could come back. I don't know if it would come back right now though. To be honest.
Yeah, no.
That would completely kill Drytron. First of all.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure if that would be in Konami's best interest. and also I guess Dogmatica Invoked.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of nice. I mean, you know, it'd be interesting. Like Thunder Dragons, like that. I admit that ban on Colossus did sort of come out of nowhere. Like everyone knew it would at least get hit to 1 because of the new master rule, but
yeah,
getting banned was definitely a big hit, and I think it could come back eventually. I just don't know right now.
Right now? Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Colossus to 1. So the next card we have here is Blaster Dragon Roller of Infernos. The reason being is it's probably next to Tempest. It would Blaster, in my opinion, would be the next best Dragon Ruler to come off, because it doesn't really do much. It's just like you discard this card and add and 1 fire monster to the grave, then target a card on the field, destroy it. So first of all, it targets. There's lots of cards that can protect or dodge around targeting. And if this card is banished, you can add a fire dragon monster from your deck to your hand. So it doesn't really do much in the current format. There's not a lot of dragon fire monsters to per se. So I honestly think it could come back to 1.
Yeah, I mean, I never played during Dragon Ruler format, so I don't know too much about that card. So I'll just rely on your analysis there.
All right. Yeah. So so that's the next one. Another one we have is, this goes all the way back to 2019 format. Harp Horror, Electromite, and Mirage Stalio. Harp Horror, I feel like could come back to 1. No more than that. Even with Bardiche, because like I know the whole pandemic thing kind of like messed everything up, but the fact that like Girsu itself is an insane card, I personally feel like it just it didn't get in its time in the spotlight because of the hit to what's it called, Harp Horror. So having Harp Horror at 1, I feel like would put it potentially at tier definitely higher than Rogue, that's for sure. What are your opinions on that, James?
Yeah, I mean, I think we could see Harp Horror. I mean, like originally when Harp Horror was banned, that was like kind of predicted. People thought Babel would have been banned instead, and Harp Horror maybe like max to 1 or something. And like you're right, like when Girsu was released, people thought Orcus would come back, and it just didn't. Like it hardly sees any play. And yeah, I mean, it is a little concerning because Rusty is back, and I remember when Orcus first came out, like just full power Dark Neostorm, like with Rusty and Dingirsu, like that was a little too much. So I don't want to relive that, but yeah, I mean, maybe things have changed a little now. So, yeah, definitely. No, yeah, for sure. Though, for sure. Obviously, I played Pendulums before. I think that was that January ban list was a big one. I mean, because they hit tier 1 and tier 2 decks at the same time.
Yeah.
And Pendulums, it was just to ban Electromite and limit Servant. That was a big hit. And I think you know, people deserve Electromite to 1. It also goes par with the new the Metal Foe support. Yeah, it already came out, and people were surprised that it didn't come off.
Yeah.
So it might maybe they just do it now, but it's just kind of weird timing. They should have done it the last.
Yeah, season. Even like knowing Konami and stuff too. Like normally they try to push not specifically. Well, I guess you could say that push product by sometimes unbanning like certain things. Like when Max Gold came out, people and the leaked list came out and they saw Bardiche, they're like, no, hell no, there's no way that card's coming back. But and then it came back and people were like, holy crap, you know.
Yeah, honestly, if Rusty can come back, like Electromite could totally come back. Like Rusty was way more ban-worthy. Electromite, I don't think was on anyone's radar at the time for a ban.
Definitely not.
Even that Servant limit, it was. I mean, like, it was kind of surprising to me, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then as for Mirage Stalio, I think they can have it back. Like Salad, even though it's popular, just like online dueling book, but in terms of actual tournament conversion, like it's literally sees 0, you know, top cut.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of interesting. Like just before the pandemic started, you know, it was like Salamangreat, like Spiral, like as like Shaddoll Invoked, they were like the best decks, and then just throughout the pandemic, even though they did get some upgrades with like Access Code Talker and Parallel Exceed, it just really has fallen off very hard and just doesn't do well.
Yeah.
So
like sorry, go ahead.
No, that was it. Yeah, I think they can get Mirage Stalio to 1, and I think that's totally fine.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely, because like like you said, even with Access Code Talker, I feel like the deck still needs a little bit more of a boost. With Mirage Stalio. Yes, so it does target and returns it to the hand. Yeah, so realistically, a free bounce doesn't really do much now on a format that has a bunch of traps. So with things running around like Torrential, Psalm Strike, Ice Dragon's Prison, I don't think a single bounce is going to do much if they bring it back. You know what I mean? So, yeah. All right, next we have.
I think Mystic Mine you have on this list.
Yeah, Mystic Mine.
I mean, like,
but
honestly, it should have been like hit at some point, like well over a year ago at this point. Like, it still dodges the ban list. I don't think Konami's hitting it anymore. I just at this point.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't seen much of it, to be honest.
It's
online,
not that because there's too many like trap decks right now. So
yeah,
and like Virtual World, they can just pop it. So
yeah, with Chuchi,
really,
right?
Yeah, it really doesn't see. And also because Dinos all played it, but then now Dinos are not doing well because of Virtual World. So that's kind of a reason too.
Yep. All right, so yeah, that's it for the limited. The semi-limited, I have Called by the Grave. That definitely needs to come back, man, because like the amount of hand traps right now, I saw your video with the like analysis with the hand traps and stuff. That was good video, by the way. Check them out. Link in the description. The fact minimum the amount of hand traps people are playing is 9 hand traps. So is like in like a format where hand traps are actually running around insanely. I like Called by at 1, like I understand there's like talents and like, but like, I don't know, man. It's just like Called by the Grave, in my opinion, I definitely caught me off guard for sure. That probably caught you off guard. I wasn't expecting them to hit at all. But after them,
I don't think anyone expected that hit. I mean, originally people thought Crossout Designator is coming soon, but now it's not, right? We thought we'd get it in Blazing Vortex, and we didn't.
Yeah.
If when that card comes out, then I mean, they'll probably play like 3 of that, and maybe I doubt they play all 3 Call by as well if it was unlimited. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I think the tier 1 like combo decks, like usually they didn't even need Call by the Grave because they were able to just play through 2 hand traps anyways. It was more so rogue decks were going to struggle more with Call by the Grave limited. And, it's just a weird choice.
Yeah, it was really random. Yeah, and like you said, like talking about Crossout Designator, I feel like you said, having 3 Crossout Designator and 1 Call by the Grave would be fine, but the fact that we still don't have that card should be like compensated by having Call by the Grave more than 1 copy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. Anything else, James, or you're good?
That's good.
Yeah. All right. Next, I have one that I haven't talked about in a really long time. Second's Light, to be honest. To 2. Honestly, it would as much as like, even though like this is the only one of the few decks that come to mind is Burning Abyss, because I used to play Sekka's Burning Abyss online. And it, like, although they got Graph and Seer back to 3, they're not like rampaging the metagame, so and having just like having that clause of like not being able to use any other spells or traps for the turn could give even those decks a little bit of a boost. And more so like since the format's more of a trap heavy format or back row heavy format, I don't think a lot of decks would, or I don't think the card specifically would be abused too much.
Yeah, I mean, I think it can, although I think it can come back. I just don't know if 2 is the right number. I feel like it would have to be like 3 for it to be really worth playing, building your deck around, because it is kind of interesting in terms of deck building, because it encourages kind of like monster heavy kind of decks. So yeah. I mean, I think Konami was going on this kind of rampage of just limiting draw cards, Into the Void and things like that.
Card of Demise, rip.
Yeah, exactly. Card of Demise, and then they just outright banned Engage. And
yeah.
So, yeah, they're trying to, I think, they seem to be hitting all those kind of easy draw cards. So yeah, I think it could come back, but I think it would have to come back to 3 if it does come back. Definitely. No, the reason why I put it to 2 is, Konami usually just to test the waters, just for them, because
because that's usually what I find that they do a lot of the times.
Yep. Agreed.
But no, I would definitely put it to 3, but just so Konami could test the waters, I get to 2 is fine. Next is Red Reboot. Again, back row heavy format. I don't know why. I honestly couldn't figure out why this card got hit, to be honest. But Red Reboots, again, it gives rogue decks more of a chance of killing or surviving against back row heavy formats, even combo decks, whatever. So yeah, I think Red Reboot coming back to 2 again, just to test the waters at 2, because I would definitely put it back to 3, but
yeah,
2 should be fine.
OCG actually hit it to 1 as well recently, I believe, and I definitely really like the card. I mean, it does make tier 1 decks even better too if they are able to OTK. I mean, if it comes more than 1, then we would also have to probably hit something else, like, I don't know, we just got Feather Duster back, but like just those back row, like Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, it's not nearly as good as Red Reboot, because there's still 3 Solemn Judgment and also Imperial Order at 1, and so yeah, I definitely do miss Red Reboot. I'd much rather have more Red Reboot than like the Lightning Storms or Feather Duster.
Yeah,
and just
100%.
having one of is pretty sacky, but you still play it. But yeah, I definitely miss that at 3.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if they're gonna put it back. But it's a dream.
Yeah, yeah. Like you said, I feel like even with one Red Reboot, there's multiple ways to stop it. Like there's Triple Judgment now. What else is there? There's I don't see a lot of people main it, but like there's Dark Bribes. There are multiple traps that can, like, there's definitely a lot more copies of traps that can stop Red Reboot. So having Red Reboot at 3 wouldn't be too bad. But yep. Next is this is shout outs to one of our other squads, Miguel. Hero lives to 2, man. Hero lives to 2. Hero lives to 2, I guess, would be fine. They don't really have much negates. They lose to pretty much any board wipe at all. So like a
my
dark hole.
understanding, it's not particularly like 2 heroes. It's more so that it would enable just like a Isolde, enable, like just turbo into Isolde.
Oh,
so that's kind of the issue, I think. I mean, right now, obviously Infernoble is kind of rogue status, so it's not something to worry about. But I think eventually we would get some kind of warrior deck again that's very strong, and I think that's the reason for that.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Yep. All right. Well, Miggy, there you go. Now you got the explanation. Next is also I guess I'm a little biased because Dynamite to 2, Dracos. A lot of people probably gonna hate me for this, but I think Dynamite could come to 2. We saw True King's Return come to 2, and it not really doing much, to be honest. Diagrams at 1, which sadly we can't get back because of stuff like Dinos. So that's kind of done for us, but I think Dynamite to 2 wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, I think that's totally fine. Again, I mean, like, True Draco has become just like, I don't want to say unplayable, but it's just really bad. Like, it's not even rogue status anymore, because since the release of Lightning Storm in Ignition Assault, and also they obviously unbanned Feather Duster and True Draco, it's not like Eldritch where if your back row gets destroyed you can kind of recur your resources. No, it's like you're dead. Like there's just too much more back row hate now, and it just does not do well. The limit to Card of Demise and Diagram, and then just like shortly before that, of course, Terraforming, like it used to be at like 2 and then went to 1, and just like things like that, it just kind of accumulated, and its consistency is really just poor,
like falling off the wayside for sure, man.
For sure. So, yeah, I mean, they could get back, Dynamite to 2, like, who cares? Yeah. All right, that's it for the semi-limits. The unlim section would be another one, True King's Return. That's all. That's literally all I have. Yeah, I mean,
Like,
honestly, like even if True King's Return comes back to 3, I don't know if True Draco players would even play it at 3.
yeah, no, that's
Especially
what I'm
if
saying.
Dynamite is still limited. Like there's just not enough True Draco monsters to bring back to,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, especially, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's literally the only thing I have for Unlimited. James, do you have anything?
Well, I mean,
For
Firewall Dragon will probably be unbanned here. Like they'll probably update the database before, because it is coming out in Ghost of the Past.
Yes.
Which would be if they release this ban list sometime beginning of March, and a couple weeks after that Firewall will come out. So if you kind of like the Makayura thing, they just update the database.
Yep.
Although who knows, maybe there would be that like 1 day lag again, so it's like the pre-errata form is legal for like a day.
That'd be freaking insane.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's gonna be so fun.
Oh man. Oh yeah. It would also give having Firewall. Although it would be once per turn, it would definitely give cyber decks a little bit more boost as well, because decks like Adignisters and stuff like that are definitely underrated in my opinion. If you know how to pilot the deck really well, it could maybe help like Code Talkers, because I've seen Code Talkers set up some nasty boards with like Ibli and like Sanctuary. But yeah, it could, like I said, it could give cyber decks a little bit more of a boost as well. So
yeah, I mean, as long as it's because of its errata, like as long as it just helps like the cyber stacks and not some other degenerate strategy, yeah, like why not? And Ghost Rare, it's gonna look pretty sick. So
yeah, that's gonna look awesome. All right, James, anything else to add?
Yeah, I honestly though, I think this list is gonna be small, but yeah, as long as VFT gets banned, I think everyone would be happy.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, James, I wanna thank you for coming on and helping me with this ban list.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
No problem. If you guys want to check out like any analysis based videos, definitely check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the description and on the screen. He also does Cyber Dragon content for all you Cyber Dragon players. He just updated his deck profile, so I'll also leave a link in the description to that. And yeah, guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, thumbs up, subscribe. Again, let me know, leave some suggestions in the comment section down below of anything that me or James have potentially missed, or some of your wish lists. And yeah, guys, all right, so yeah, thanks again, James, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, thanks, take care.
All right, peace.